The Saturday night game, the Packers head to San Francisco. The Packers is same 9.5-point underdogs. Jordan Love and the Packers coming off a pretty outstanding win. Yeah, Wappen went on Sunday against the Cowboys. We didn't get a chance to talk about it, but
I gotta get me a Jordan Love jersey, man.
Like, yeah, Peach, you've been talking about it.
Gotta get. I mean, they listen. Let's talk about the Cowboys for a minute. Like that's what we need to talk about because they didn't show up. That looked awful. It looked terrible, and it's crazy. I think I text Keith and it was like, the Cowboys could be 10-1, 11-0, and people will still say, no, we got to see what they do in the playoffs. Like it's a story for them every year. Like
it don't matter the coach, it don't matter the personnel, it don't matter.
But how long was I telling you? I said that schedule was light. I said this schedule in December when they went through that stretch playing like when they lost to Miami, that's when we should have known. Like the writing was on the wall. That you can't beat Miami.
But it's like you know it's the same story with them every year. They and look like they're not gonna make. They keeping McCarthy. Dak is only back. He's on a contract. It's the same thing with them every year. But shout out to Jordan Love. Like I said, I've been saying it. He coming into his own. He's been playing very, very well. You can see you can see that he sat behind Aaron Rodgers a couple years. He looked just like him in the pocket. Like he literally his mechanism, his everything. He looked just like him. Arm talent off the roof, out the window, and you got LaFleur. LaFleur is that you. My question coming this year was how was LaFleur going to be without Aaron Rodgers? What was the ceiling for him? And he's shown like he's leading another quarterback to the playoffs. That coaching tree, that coaching tree is crazy. But shout out to the Packers. And I don't know, a lot of, of course, America not picking them, but I'm giving them a good chance to go in there and beat the 49ers. I think it's going to be a shootout. And I think it's going to come down to who got the ball last. Now, will the Packers use that momentum to keep it going? I don't know. Like I said, the 49ers, they're going to be, it all depends on how they're going to be, just like we said, the Ravens had to knock out their Russell 49ers with it. Same thing. Christian McCaffrey ain't playing 3 weeks. How that calf gonna feel, how that leg gonna feel, on first contact. Do I think the Packers gonna win? No, but I do give them a chance. I'm not gonna say they're gonna go ahead and get blown out. Not the way with Jordan Love playing, not the way they call plays. Like they would. I don't know if it was the Cowboys defense, but these people were running wide open against the Cowboys. Like I ain't never see that in a playoff game like that.
I want to give Jordan Love his respect. Kind of spoke about it earlier. Like, I kind of want to see it in the biggest moments. And that was a huge moment to be on the road, to be the underdog, to be going against the Cowboys team that many felt could be a contender in the NFC, to do that to them. Like they pretty much put them over their knee and gave them a good old fashioned spanking.
From the first possession.
From the first whistle. It's like Jesus Christ, it was bad.
Took the ball. I was surprised.
It was bad. And I do want to put some respect on the Packers and Jordan Love specifically. Definitely earned his respect. He, it wasn't one thing where he had to be given it. He took it. Like, you don't want to respect me? Cool. I'm gonna go out here and make you a believer. And that's exactly what he did. But saying that, I think the 49ers are a different breed than the Cowboys. The Cowboys, the only thing with them is I felt Dak let them down, yes. But I think that defense was supposed to be the one constant on that team that provided them some stability. That defense didn't show up. The sacks disappeared. The turnovers disappeared. All the things that made them a staple, all the staples that made them a good team earlier in the season just totally disappeared. They couldn't make a big play. They couldn't stop the bleeding, couldn't get a stop at all. I just don't think the 49ers run into those type of issues. I think they'll be able to force Jordan Love into some punts because Lord knows he was driving the field every goddamn drive. Right. So I think they'll get him, there's going to be some possessions where they'll force some punts, let their defense get a breather. The defense is talented. I don't think it's going to be a blowout at all. I do think the 49ers will be in the driver's seat, though. It's just going to depend on the factors that Keys mentioned, the rust factor, how the momentum the Packers have received, if that trickles in and if it propels them to greater heights. All of these things are storylines. This is the risk that you take when you sit your starters and you allow a team to get on a roll like the Packers have gotten. Because when you start believing in yourself, once you start getting that confidence, you can really do anything. We saw it with the 2012 Ravens. We weren't the number one seed. We weren't everybody's picks to win the game. We were the underdog in every single game. But what we did have is that belief that we can go anywhere and win a football game. and we've seen it happen. So it wouldn't shock me if the Packers went in there and with the momentum, with just winning the playoff game, just being in football mind and zone versus 49ers who are trying to get it back. I could see that, but I wouldn't put my money on it.
Yeah, Aaron Jones healthy too now. That's big for the Packers that he's healthy.
Yeah,
he's healthy and rolling. But yeah, give me I'm definitely taking the 49ers. But I don't think they kill him.
Last week was a bunch of horrible games too.
Yeah,
I don't think we get that this weekend.
Yeah, it was a bunch. I mean, other than our game, hopefully there ain't a bunch of blowouts. I hope we blow them.
Yeah.